Okay, welcome everyone to pre-market prep for today. So markets have been moving higher this week, and I do want to speak a little bit about a few things as we can get into this morning. DAX trading above previous day's highs now. I'm not too sure. Are we looking great for continuations here? But nonetheless, we are trading above previous day's highs. If we go to the DAX on that previous day's range, you guys know I love that previous day's range report on the DAX. So let's go to the DAX, the 30 euro. They don't have the futures ticker right now, but you can see 64% in the last 6 months. If we just go to the daily time frame, on the last 6 months, 58% of the time we close as a bullish closing day, right? When we do close above those we trade above those previous days highs. But something interesting from yesterday, which was on ES chart and the NASDAQ and American markets, was that we actually fell off pretty heavily yesterday into the open. And I've seen this a few times. I got tricked a little bit. I tried to shorten the video. I took a loss on that. But we fell over 40 points in a matter of 10 minutes yesterday on some AI news from Microsoft yesterday, which came back to be false. And then we rallied. So it was very, very interesting yesterday. But I've seen this a few times, and this is where that opening candle continuation can help. I want to bring this up from Financial Juice yesterday, where it was super interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but yeah, very, very interesting stuff yesterday. Let's just bring it up over here. I'm trying to get it up here on Financial Juice for you guys. It was, there we go. So here we go on Financial Juice's breaking news. It was so funny. Yesterday, so coming into the open, okay, we had this, let's just scroll down to it, okay. Here you go. Microsoft lowers AI software sales quotas. Okay, and that just tanked off the markets. That was at 4 p.m., 30 minutes before market open. And then we get the news back that, where is it here? We get the news back that, I think it was an hour into the market open over here, that Microsoft has not lowered sales quotas. So, starts emailed statement from Microsoft on sales quotes. So it came back to be, false news, and that just rallied markets. But something that I like the continuation for shorts, and that's why on the video we can see over here, I actually looked to play the shorts over here, right? I looked to play the shorts like this. I got short initially over here like that into the open. I should have maybe been more aggressive on profit taking. Anyway, what happens is we take out the previous day's lows on the video. Okay, and when we can see that previous day's range being broken on the video, okay, in the last 6 months, when we do take out those lows from the market open, 60% of the time we will close as a bearish closing day. But that was not the case for that. It was pretty tough. I literally was in profit. We came out. It still looked good. It was holding VWAP, and we came back into profit. And then just on that news being false, it came back up and sparked me and took me out. It was pretty annoying. I won't lie. And that sometimes you just have to deal with that in trading, and you just have to move on, grow up, and just say, listen, I got it wrong, and move on to the next trade, which was a bit frustrating. And we actually fell off into the close here on the video back into profit. So a little bit of an annoying day yesterday for me, but we just got to take it on the chin and move forward. Okay, so, and stocks were a little bit mixed bag yesterday, but that's where something on like ES yesterday, where we shove off into the open, but the first hour closes bullish. Okay, and you guys know I love that opening candle continuation stat with, okay, the opening candle continuation stat with edgeful. Let's go over here. ES. Let's go to the New York session time zone. When that first hour trades bullish, 69% of the time the last 6 months, we close as a bullish closing day, and vice versa the short. So on ES, I felt I missed out on some nice easy longs here. The first hour being bullish, I could have looked in for some longs here at about 7 p.m. my time and looked for some longs in to end the day. But it was not to be, and I missed out on that move. So pretty annoying my side, and I think that's where I just got to lean into the data, lean into the stats, and let them tell me and direct me in what I need to be looking at. How's your guys' week been going? Let me know in the chat what's been up. Other than that, I've had a pretty solid month in November, and just looking to build on that, heading into into December. Around about 20th of December, I'm going to stop trading. I don't know what time you guys are going to look to stop trading your side, but that's normally when I kind of pack things up. My side. Okay, so as I said, like, I'm still wary of these levels here. So on ES at the moment, we can look at levels like this. I'm still wary of this 850 level. We have struggled to trade above it. Look, yesterday we even get up here into the open, into near the close, and we shove back down off of it. So I'm still wary of this 850 level. If we go to a higher time frame as well, let's go to like an hourly chart on ES. We can see this has been quite a crucial level. This is where we closed. This is previous week's highs, and that indicator with edgeful as well. Previous week's highs, we are currently trading at it, and we still have a big move back down to those previous week's lows. So still very much at a strong resistance level here. We've just kind of been, look, rallies, dips have been bought on ES at the moment. We can see over here. We shove down, we bid back up. Okay, we shove down overnight, we bid back up. We shove down again, and we bid back up. We shoved down yesterday into this level, and we bid back up. So, dips have been bought on ES at the moment, on NQ. Very much the same. We dip down and we bid back up. So just following that opening candle continuation, even though we are dipping down pre-market or even sometimes into the open, after the first hour, it is still showing that we are wanting to continue that long bias. I am wary, though, again, on this level of 25,700 on NQ. If we can trade, if we still trade below it, I'm still cautious of the longs. Now, I don't know what you guys are kind of looking at yourself, but that's just the level of interest that I am wary about. Let's speak a little bit about Tesla. Okay, Tesla's been ripping at the moment. Yesterday, we had a massive day of over 4%, I do believe. Yeah, 3%, 3.8%. We ended up 4%, you can see on the right-hand side. So just very, very interesting market conditions over here. And I think yesterday, actually, on Tesla, this is where I got to look myself and be like, I missed out on an easier move on Tesla longs. We trade above the opening range, we pull back, and then we look for the longs in continuation there. So that's something that I missed out on yesterday. And I think just in terms of easy VWAP price action, I think I definitely missed out on that. And was very, very annoyed, I must say, to say the least. But you got to take it on the chin, move forward, and make better trading decisions moving forward. My side, So that's where I'm at with that. I hope that you guys had a better trading day yesterday. But other than that, it's been a pretty solid, solid last month of trading for me, right? Any thoughts in the chat here for you guys on current market conditions? Anyone looking at anything heading into the open? But yeah, I think in terms of plays, a lot of guys ask me, what are my favorite edgeful reports? And it's pretty simple for me. The previous day's range, that opening candle continuation report, and then I like to use the edgeful screener. Okay, you can see the edgeful screener. When this is live into the open, this will give you what I want you guys to look at is come here and hit all, and then daily bias. This one, make sure your daily bias is on, and this will come and give you your daily bias over the charts, over all the tickers on the watch list. And this is what I use heading into the open every single trading day, my side. Something interesting is the edgeful AI is live. So this is really, really cool. And I think we're going to speak more about this. I'm streaming live. Andre and I stream live Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern time till 11 a.m. Eastern time, trading live with you guys into the open. Something that I've been working on, and I think everyone has to have a work on every single week, is waiting for that price action to kind of come to me instead of me chasing price action. I think that's maybe what I did on the video yesterday. Instead of letting it come to me, and it was a tough one on the video. I think I still had the right direction. We didn't bid higher, but rather looking for better entries to get in it, like off the opening range higher, back towards the lows. But again, I just think Tesla was the trade yesterday to take, right? So Yeah, that's my thought process is my time. Anyone got any thoughts their side? We are trading higher on Robinhood as well. Like just a much easier plays yesterday on Robinhood. Look at this. We shove down on that AI news pre-market and then we take out the opening range high and we just hold above that daily view app yesterday and just very, very easy longs here. I mean, we could go from 128, we close up 5%, 4.5% up at 133. So just a much easier play that side. And if I just waited and stayed focused, it just would be a lot easier for me, to capitalize on those moves, right? Yeah. So, anyone got any thoughts in the chat? Anything like that? But I think this edgeful AI is going to be pretty cool. Like, look here, what types of questions? What are the 10 most popular reports? You put that in and look at this. So, for you guys that are new to edgeful, I think this is going to be fantastic in terms of looking at the most popular reports and just easier to use. And this is really, really cool, exciting stuff for us that I'm going to start to dive in. It literally came live yesterday when I was sleeping overnight. So this is going to be really, really interesting for us on the on the AI side of things. I'm glad Edgeful is making those moves. I mean, they've always been innovating, and I think it's going to be great for us as traders. Okay, so that I want to see if I can find that article on that Microsoft news because that was super interesting yesterday. Let's go to that. Let's see if CNBC has got anything on it. Pro News. Let's see if CNBC's got anything on it at the moment over here. This was Thursday. Yep. Let's see anything on that AI news yesterday. Morgan Stanley hikes price targets for two chip makers, sees Nvidia rising more than 40%. Very interesting. So that is obviously massive. But that was I've never seen something like that yesterday, personally, my side. Let's go through to the DAX. We can see again, we are finding resistance here at this previous day's highs. So what I've seen personally, when we do get to these previous days highs and lows, markets love to trend, right? They love to do three things. They love to, if we come to previous days highs or lows, they love to find previous days highs and trend. They like to find previous days highs and reverse, or they like to find previous days highs and just chop around. That's kind of what Nvidia did yesterday, right? We can see over here, Nvidia found previous day's lows. Whoops. We take previous day's lows, which is this white dotted line. We take it out, okay? And then we kind of just chop around on it. And I think I was just caught in the wrong mover yesterday where Tesla found previous day's highs, okay, this white dotted line, and we trend. So as I said, there's three things that markets like to do. They like to trend, they like to reverse, or they like to consolidate, obviously, right? And just yesterday, I think I just got caught in the wrong asset, and that's going to happen, right? We have to sometimes just look ourselves and be like, we need to be able to make better trading decisions, my side. But yeah, look at this, the AI. So this AI is really, really cool, and I think it's going to help a lot of new users personally. What are the 10 most popular edgeful reports? The initial balance, what it shows, how to use it. The initial balance by levels, the initial balance by breakout, opening candle continuation, which we've spoken about, the inside bars report, outside days, previous days range, which I've spoken about as well. And then the gap fill, opening range breakout, which is the orb that I use with the VWAP, and you guys know that as well, right? So anyone interested about this AI, I think you can ask it any question that you want as well. I'm going to have definitely going to have a deep dive into it. Anyone got any questions in the chat right now? Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys know that I love the orb using the opening range breakout. I mean, it just was this, I mean, just a simple play on Tesla yesterday. We take out the opening range high. So guys, for my ideal play that I like to use, opening range low, opening range high with the VWAP. If we take out the opening range high, I'm looking for extension above it using VWAP, using price levels off VWAP. If we take out the opening range low, I'm looking for extension off that opening range, below the opening range low off VWAP as well. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm always looking for each and every single day, right? Is just those continuation plays above and below those levels. Let's go over some of my trades from the past week. And we can see, look at ES again, respecting that level at 850, 860, right, on ES. But let's go over some of my plays from this past week. On Monday, I had a nice trade, and I want you guys to go and rewatch those streams with Andre and I, so we can actually have a look over here. I took a loss first on Monday, and then I ended up getting the second longs. Let's go to over here. Let's go to edgeful on the streams. You can watch it on my channel as well, but we stream live to my channel and edgeful's channel. But if we go over here and we look over here, you can actually go to the lives. Okay, and you can actually see over here live trading futures with Andre and the team. So make sure to go check that out, because this is where we do take trades live each and every single day. If we're going back and we replay this, Andre was also showing the new risk calculator that's going to be released as well. But I took a long over here with Andre and then end up getting stopped out. And I was also showing my nice November P&L, which, as I said, just working on. There's always work-ons, right? We're not going to be perfect every single day. There's always going to be work-ons, and we just have to make do with what we got. Andre took a loss on the longs, as you can see. So did I, before finding a win on the longs on Monday. But this is just showing exactly how we, and then I'm showing you the edgeful screener here, exactly how we are using this in real time. So please make sure to come join us. It's live on my channel as well as the edgeful channel as well. But that was my longs yesterday, on Monday. So we take out this opening range high, okay, and I had a level here pre-market at 829 that I liked. We take it out like that, okay, and then I'm looking for longs in continuation. I tried the long above the opening range high. I end up getting stopped out. We had a deep pullback, I must say. We had a pretty deep pullback before looking for longs in. I got this long as we broke the opening range high again, and I got longs over there. So, not every single trade is going to be a winner, unfortunately, as much as we would like to, but we got to take what we can and learn from our lessons. Let's just see what the DAX now doing. The DAX is now coming back down here underneath previous days, highs. So it's going to be interesting. We're still trading inside the opening range as we speak at the moment. So this is going to be interesting to see what we do get heading into the rest of the day. Any news on the cards? Let's have a look if we have any news on the cards here. On Thursday, we do have unemployment claims for the US at 3:30 p.m. South African time. So that is an hour before market open. So no news after market open. And then Friday, we do have some more USD news as well as Canadian dollar news. Let's go over some other stuff here as well. So for the guys watching, and that maybe you guys don't have edgeful, I encourage you guys to join those streams on Mondays and Fridays. Okay. But then also I show every single day as well in my live trading room over here, which we are giving away the code first for a free month. The link is in my bio. Make sure to hit that, and you can get a free month of my live trading room as well. If you hit that, it will give you a month free. Okay. Normally $100. We're giving it away free for a month, completely free of use. You can cancel it if you don't want to continue joining, but that is where you can watch me trade live every single week using the edgeful data. And then obviously on that link as well is the link to edgeful as well, right? Over here, link to edgeful over there as well. So yeah, DAX in an interesting position here. Normally, this is another nice tip for you guys. I don't like trading if price has not broken the opening range yet. So you can see over here, we've got the opening range high, we've got the opening range low. Look how price has not broken it yet on the 5-minute chart. I like using the 5-minute chart for those breaks. Andre did mention the 3-minute chart, so I do need to test that as well. Do we have any questions on that at the minute? Do we have any questions on that at the minute? Any questions on that? So that's just a simple tip for not getting stuck maybe in a range, right? Not for maybe not getting stuck inside a range. So at the moment, I think I'm going to be sitting on my hands. I normally don't trade pre-market. I don't know how many of you guys do trade pre-market, but I personally don't trade pre-market. I just find that, price, the volume's very, very low at times. And that's, again, another edgeful report. And maybe we can ask her, can you please give me the volume report by weekday? Let's see what this does. And I'm going to be interested to use this ARB. I think it's going to be very, very cool. The volume report by weekday. Let's see what it gives us. I can go show you if it doesn't. I think it's obviously this is still new in process. I think that's going to be pretty cool in terms of looking at that volume and range by weekday. Now, something also that Andre and I have been speaking on quite a lot on streams as well. Let's go to this ADR tool. We can actually see that the ADR on the charts have definitely increased. So if we go back to the beginning of November, okay, we go back to the beginning of November, look over there. We were trading at 22 points per ADR, right, per average day. Average ADR is average daily range. Look how we were trading at 20 in the start of November. We're trading at 22, and we've definitely increased up to 39, 42, 38, 33, 36, and we started to pick up 37, 41 into the 50s at 150 over here on this Thursday, 20th of November. We had that massive shove down. But in saying that, you have to lower the size of your positions if you're trading futures contracts and increase your levels of your stop loss. The reason being is because when price is moving with a 20-point ADR compared to a 50-point ADR, it's going to be very, very tough to find solid entries, right? Because price can just wick you out before going in your direction. I think just giving that wider stop does help. So that, I think, is a great point to speak on as well. Now, we are going to wrap you up here in a couple if there's no more questions in the chat. Yeah, so I've covered how I use the opening range. I've covered how I use VWAP with the opening range, and also about price levels at previous days' highs and lows. I've gone over a few of my trades from this week. My NVIDIA yesterday was a bit of a tough one, but then ES on Mondays, and then the streams on Mondays and Fridays as well. So please keep that in mind. But again, DAX still respecting. Look how we're still holding up here, but still inside the opening range. And I think like yesterday was 2 days ago was a pretty tough trading day for breakout traders. And this is where sometimes you got to see some trades are not working. Look on Tuesday, how if you are buying at that opening range high, you're getting smoked because we are in a very, very choppy market. We take out the opening range high, we come back down. We take out the opening range low, we come back up. We take out the opening range high and we come back down, and just ping-ponging between those levels. And that's where sometimes sitting on your hands and just waiting for price action to actually discover is going to be a lot easier. Look how we come back down to this level again, and then we bid back high. And that's where sometimes buying off levels is easier than trying to buy breakouts. And that's where sometimes I think traders, they don't understand that some things work, nothing works all the time and everything works sometimes. You can't be in a breakout market where, you're taking breakout trades and it's working brilliantly, and then you come into a market like on Tuesday where things were just ping-ponging between levels, and that's where you have to be very, very careful of. You got to adapt with markets, and that's why I think sometimes the tough part of trading is markets are forever changing, and you have to be able to adapt with the times. So in saying that, I hope that you guys have a great trading day. I'll be live in my trading room at 9:25 a.m. Eastern time. And then tomorrow I'll be live. Andre is off, but I'll still be trading live. I'll see if I can get a guest on. If there's anyone that wants to come on stream here that has great knowledge with edgeful as well, we'd love to have you on. Please reach out to support. And we can get you on as well for segments of these live streams. We're going to continue growing them, showing you how we use edgeful in real time and taking it one day at a time. Right. So, I appreciate you guys being on. But I think today, my levels at the moment on ES definitely still at this 860 level, 870 level, previous day's highs. And then, if we do want to break down this level over here, this 850 level, I think we could see back down to 825. So those are the levels I got on ES at the moment. I kind of use ES as the benchmark. ES kind of as a benchmark, and then NQ will typically move in that same direction. But I think just waiting for price action to come, learning to pick your spots, that's where it's at. One day at a time. You're going to make mistakes like me with NVIDIA yesterday, and you just have to move forward from them. But I hope that you guys have a great trading day. I'll see you in the live room in a bit, and we'll see you guys all on for Friday's live stream. Cheers, everyone.